Hello viewers, welcome to DM Astrology. We are into the series of Gemini Ascendant, and in Gemini Ascendant we have reached till 8th house, and now we are moving ahead to a 9th house. For Gemini Ascendant, 9th house is a house for Aquarius, right? It's something different with the 8th house, because 8th house, the Lord is also Saturn, and significator, that is a Karak, is also Saturn. Here the Lord is a Saturn, but the significator is here is Jupiter. So now Sun will get some support here. Sun will get some positive result here, being seated in this house. Will get some one support, because Ascendant Lord is not so favorable, not so opposed, that we have seen. We have seen that the Lord and the seated planet, that is Sun and Saturn respectively, have no good relation. Sun, being a father, try to pull his son towards its side, that do like this, do my share, use my experience and go in your life like this. But it's a Saturn like to take a risk. He like to take a more hard work. He said that no, I will learn with my own experience. So I have seen all the Saturn people, they learn with their own experience. Even though everything is ready for them from their father or from their family, they will go and search in the different line. That's the difference of a Sun and Saturn. We have seen or might have heard so many stories related to the Sun and Saturn. That Sun is a father and Saturn was a child. Sun was not like keen to be make Saturn as his king, or is not accepting his putra. In the olden time, there was that the king should not have any deformity, means he should not handicap or anything, and that is why the Pandu was made a king, not a Dhritarashtra. But later on, it has to be. So Sun doesn't like his son Saturn. So what happened? That's a story. I don't know. That's during one day, Sun taken his son Saturn. That come on, we go to some ride, chariot ride. That's a horse ride. So Saturn was not aware what was the intention of this, and he went with his father. And on the way, the Sun has pushed his son Saturn, and that Saturn fall down in the road wayside, and Sun has passed its rath, or we call it as a chariot, on the leg of Saturn. So his son, his head, his leg was broken. The Saturn leg was broken, and that is why in the Shastra or in mantra, the Saturn is called Jyotishacharya. That means Saturn runs very slowly, because his one leg is broken by his father. See, this is all a story. I was not gone in the depth what is, but here it shows that his father doesn't wish. See, Saturn is very much attracted towards his father's son, but Sun was never attracted toward his son Saturn, and that is why in the we see in the Leo Ascendant or Aquarius Ascendant, he is a person born in the Sun Ascendant, always opposed with the Saturn. He always into the show up and not in the reality. Whereas Saturn Ascendant, Saturn sign is always on the reality, rather than illusionary or the only name fame seeking he is working. I like Saturn because that's a reality. It always go ahead with all the stress, all the efforts by his own name. So nobody can say that he got everything from his parents or father. So that's all self-made or learn with own experience. Certain people here, the Sun get more trouble, because his houses belong to Saturn. Saturn is very much settled. Being in the 9th house, the Ascendant Lord also support him. fifth lord. Venus is also supporting him, so Saturn gets more comfort and settlement with the ascendant and the fifth lord, whereas Sun is not getting support from both the planet. So Sun seated here is in a enemy sign. It's treated as a bitter enemy. So it's in the enemy sign. So Sun will not rise and not able to give the result. Now here this house is belong to luck, religious belief, how you are traveling abroad, how you traveling long distance, how you go with somebody say that the father also, so how relation with the father. It's very good from first house because first house Karaka seated in ninth and third house Lord seated in the ninth house, directly aspecting its own house. By sitting Sun in the ninth house, it's aspecting faithful to the third house. So person is more faithful towards his deeds, courage, his own hard work, rather than just merely sitting and ideally and doing the prayer. So his religious belief, see his soul is Sun, seated in the sign of Saturn. That means his soul is always inclined to do something rather than just sitting ideally. So he'll be always a person of action, person of a work. Sun being here seated is very good for the luck factor, that he will only get luck when he cross his family, father, birthplace. So if he is away from his father, away from family and away from his birthplace, his rising will not be stopped by anyone. So one thing is very essential for this person to having Sun in the ninth house, that first of all he has to leave his birthplace, his father place, and has to settle somewhere in the distance place. The ninth house denotes the long distance traveling as well as abroad also. Pardesh and Videsh. Normally the Videsh, that's a Viruddha Sanskriti days we see from 12th house. In ninth house we always see within the country but not in the same state. Like in India there are the 29-30 state. So what happened, he born and brought up in the Gujarat, and then now he is settling in the Maharashtra or Uttar Pradesh or Kerala somewhere, or Karnataka, Chennai, anywhere. So he is within the country but out of his state. That is ninth house. 12th house is from Bombay. He has directly moved to US, UK, Australia, Singapore, likewise. Okay, so that is 12th house, and 9th house within your country but outside your state. And 12th house, I'm going to do one video on the foreign traveling, because nowadays it's become a fashion as well as a necessity. We will see to it. So Sun here being not good as his luck will only open when he leave the father place, because Sun is seated in the enemy sign, so he has to leave the father place, then only his luck will open. His luck, first of all, he will get a chance by age of 22. If he is not getting a chance and not taking a chance, then directly by 30 or 36 his luck will go to open. So till that time he has to struggle. So for luck factor person, whenever you got any option after your study or after you become 22, just take a chance. It will be a good leading ahead. For related to religious belief, their religious belief is something different. So they are more believing on the performing anything rather than just sitting idly and doing chanting the mantra. So they are not like daily going to temple or daily sitting and doing 1 hour, 2 hour puja or kriya. But he is a person of work, deed. So he'll be more into the work. He'll be always doing the deeds, helping others rather than just sitting idly and doing the puja. So that kind of belief he has in the religious things. Somewhat a modern and traditional or orthodox, he will break the orthodox views and goes to the modern era. For father, I don't see this house, but even though those who are seeing the father house from here, that's also not good, being Sun seated in the enemy sign, not having good relation with the father, parents. Related to the luck, we have seen fathers and seen long distance traveling. In long distance traveling also, once he settle, it's not that he'll be always up and down, up and down. He's not a NRI state or NRE state, but he'll be into the person like he'll once go and settle there only, then he will not come back to his original place. He might be go to a different place from that place, first place to second, second to third, third to, but he will never come back to one place. Number one, where from he born and bottom and gets. So that's a difference in this house. I like this house sun seated only for the reality facing and person after putting so much efforts they are getting good results. So that way this house is creating very good result. So that way a person should not regret this house. He'll be always getting good result. Only thing is that it's aspecting his own house very good. From first house being Karaka, it's very good. Karak Bhavanashe may not be applied because I don't believe that sun in the ninth house affecting anyway in the father. But still, those who believe, they may believe that's a Karak Bhavanashe. So here we have completed luck, we have completed the long distance traveling, we have completed his religious belief, religious traveling, yatra or to pilgrimage. This all also seen from ninth house. Some sees the from ninth house, they see the gain or speculation also, but it doesn't suits in the ninth house. So all your forward deeds, all your future deeds also denotes here. See, ninth house is directly connected to your nomans, right? D9 and the ninth house. So here we have to see the D9 chart, ninth house also. If sun is already also seated in the D9 with D1 in the ninth house, beautiful. You will be getting the soul enlightenment from inside. We're going to see the Navanamas where we learn this more, this technique. But that's really good that if somebody is having sun in the not Vargotami or Bhavatam, but just sitting in the ninth house in the D9 as well as here. So all his luck will be seen by others, all his courage will be come out and get the result, all his immunity, vitality, power will be good. So all the way his journey to life to this house will not be obstructed, and getting so many time a chance to settle somewhere away from the parents and birthplace. So he has to take this chance to settle up away from birthplace. That's only compromising he has to do. Later on he'll be settling like anything. So sun in the ninth house only suffering with the father relationship, or he will be not very comfortable in his life with the elders. We can say that with the elders he will not be so comfortable, because the Aquarius sign is a very firm and solid sign of a sun. Saturn. So Saturn gives a pure color of its own characteristics in the Aquarius sign. So Kal Purusha Aquarius sign is given to the gain, expected gain. You will never come to know. And it's always being very slow. With the relationship with the friends also we see it's gradually developed. So all these things are working very well. If somebody's are in the Sun and Saturn both seated here, ninth house, then it will be sun Saturn should not be cumbered. That's all. Otherwise the Saturn will give very good result. Sun has no say, so the person will open his luck by his own deeds, not depending anything on the father, family or inheritance property. So that way also it is very good. Jupiter being a significator of this house supports everything to the Sun, but average with the Lord Saturn. So Jupiter will able to enjoy the luck, will able to enjoy the father support with distance, able to support and get a good result from abroad settlement. So all this way Jupiter will support Sun, but in the apparent of phase in the beginning where the Lord is attracting will not give a good result. So that much a part, a portion person has to suffer by taking anything in the initial stage. He has to suffer, but later on after getting the things he will not going to suffer. So that's about the Sun in the ninth house in the Gemini Ascendant in the sign of Aquarius. We have learned and hope you like this lesson. In the next lesson, we are going to see Sun in the 10th house in Pisces sign. So do subscribe my channel if you are not subscribed. Thank you very much for those who are already subscribed, because almost I reached to 16,000. So that also in the very small span of a time we reach like this. So thank you very much for the viewers. Do share my videos, do like my videos and subscribe my channel. For consultation you can refer my email dmastrology1@gmail.com, and for more information you can always connect with me in my Facebook page DM Astrology, as well as in my personal page Dharmesh Mehta. So herewith we end this lesson. Thank you very much viewers for listening this carefully series, and hope you get gain in the knowledge. So thank you very much. All the best.